Today we continue our series on the topic of encouragement. And I want to bring a negative example today of Jonah. Now, Jonah, the book, is more than just a fish story. It's about a guy who has all kinds of problems. I mean, he's an important prophet of Israel and all that, but he's a racist, he's angry, he's unforgiving, and God sends him on a mission to help those that he's sent to, but also a mission to change his mind. Well, Jonah does the absolute minimums. He gets himself in trouble constantly. And by the end of the book, the last chapter, we hear Jonah saying things like this. Now, O Lord, please take my life from me, for it is better for me to die than to live. And so we hear Jonah, even after having succeeded in his mission, he's just so angry at the people that he was sent to and, unforgiving towards the things that those people had done to his people. He just doesn't even want to live. And so what God does to try to reach him is give him a parable. And, that was Jesus' most effective teaching mechanism also. So he has this bush grow up over Jonah to provide him shade from the terrible heat. And then the next day, the bush is destroyed. And Jonah gets mad about the bush, of course, because, that's just the kind of guy he was. And God asks him these questions. Is it right for you to be angry about the bush? And Jonah says, yes, angry enough to die. And then the Lord said, you were concerned about the bush for which you did not labor, and which you did not grow. It came into being in a night and perished in a night. And should I not be concerned about Nineveh, that great city, that's the place Jonah was sent, in which there are more than 120,000 persons who do not know their right hand from their left, and also many animals. And so God is trying to help Jonah see the need to think like God, to love, to forgive. And when we don't forgive, it creates discouragement. I mean, Jonah is discouraged the whole book through. And I know a lot of folks who are, consumed with anger, consumed with dislikes and hatreds and, always popping off opinions on, various social media. Very few of them are just happy-go-lucky, fun people. Oftentimes, those folks have got real problems with, depression, discouragement, and so forth. And so when we are unforgiving, we block the conduit through which God's love reaches us. When we can't pass that forgiveness on, then there's no more can fit into the pipe. And so we start to feel like we aren't loved. We start to feel like we aren't forgiven. And so the only way to open that channel for Jonah, for anybody, is to allow that love to freely flow through us, to forgive those who have harmed us, or to stop disliking or hating or being prejudiced towards those who we feel might be threatening us in some way. Got to let it go, because otherwise we're just going to fall further and further into discouragement. Instead, let God's love fill you up and overflow to others, and you shall receive your encouragement.